welcome back to another episode here on Drive with Jesh. Today we're here at Harris Hill Raceway with Clayton Shead and his Viper, who've traveled all around the globe. They've hit multiple racetracks internationally, and his car already has millions of views on YouTube.
Well, we're going to find out, because we're going to race them over the standing quarter mile.
Sorry, but the spoiler is too big.
Yeah, the back end is super loose. Woo-hoo. Oh, no. Big no.
So Clayton, give us a lowdown here on your Viper GTC.
Yes, so this is a 2016 Dodge Viper GTC. It does have performance upgrades, full aero, it's got full exhaust, and then a little special treat in the back. It's part of the one of one series. So Dodge, when they came out with the GTC, they made it to where custom, however you want to order. And so I'm the second owner. The first owner wanted ACR seats, but the 18 speaker GTS interior package with TA brakes.
Let's check out the sauce. What do we got here?
In the back, we have 20 pounds of nitrous.
Good Lord.
It is a 400 shot of nitrous. The car makes around 600 wheel without nitrous, and on nitrous, it makes a little over 1,000. It's like you're going from half throttle your entire life driving your car to then full throttle. It is a complete rush. And so I enjoy it. And so I use it for like half mile events and things like that. Outside of that, it's track days. It's an 8.4 liter V10 naturally aspirated motor. Stock, they make 645 horsepower. This one's modified, so it makes a bit more. Fun fact is that this here is my old nitrous system, and my new nitrous system is plumbed into the manifold itself. So it's a carbon fiber hood, single piece, gigantic piece, as you can see. And if I crack it, it's 20 grand to fix. As well as if I blow up the motor, it's $30,000 to replace it.
30,000 to replace 8.4 liters. Wow.
Yes.
So you've got $20,000 hood, $30,000 engine, $10,000 rear part here, right, on the hood?
Yeah, because the trunk lid's also carbon fiber.
Trunk lids. All right. Well, yeah. Let's get some revs in, and then let's hear how $60,000 feels on the track here. Well, it's a lot more, yeah. Just hit the track. Got a lot of looks in the Viper. People stopping by for photos. You're probably used to that, huh?
Yeah, no, I'm definitely used to that everywhere I go.
So you've got the Viper today. You've also got a Beamer at the house, right?
Yeah.
Successful. You got a good job. Clayton, take us back to what life was like for you growing up and how you initially got into cars.
Yeah, so my life growing up was pretty good. A lot of moving around due to my dad's job. I would say how I got into cars, whenever it was my birthday and things like that, my dad would take me to go-karting. And that along the lines of also Hot Wheels. I had a ton of Hot Wheels cars growing up. Yeah, so those two things were how I really got into cars in my teenage years. Forza Motorsports 3, 4, Horizon, etc. Like all those video games.
Yeah.
That then got me like hooked.
I know you got a cool job now. Take me between, growing up in school. What was education like?
Yeah, so when I finished high school, I went to Baylor University for a mechanical engineering degree.
Okay.
And minoring in math. And then from there, I worked at Harley-Davidson at the product development center. First as in NVH, which is noise, vibrations, and harshness engineer, doing a lot of testing. I was in charge for the first couple of years of this $20 million loads test cell, where we would it set on airbags to remove all vibration. From there, I went to the ride and handling group with help with the development of the Livewire, the Pan America, as well as other sorts of Harleys. But then that led me to then go work for Goodyear as a research and development engineer at their proving grounds, testing prototype cars and prototype tires on various on-road and off-road surfaces.
Dang.
So that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that sounds like a very unique.
Yeah, I've taken this car on that track quite fast. So yeah, that was fun. But then that led me to the job I have now, which is I do practical accident reconstruction. I run the department that does all the practical reenactment construction. And what that is that say, you're in Walmart and a ceiling tile falls and hits you in the head. And now you want to sue Walmart for like $10 million. Which happens.
Because people do that.
Yes, because people do that all the time.
Going for the deep pockets?
Yes, the deeper the pockets, the more they're going to sue for.
Jeez.
And so the insurance company, or for this way, Walmart's insurance company, will hire us to do a reenactment where we go and build where it happened, or we go on location and then we drop a ceiling tile onto a crash test dummy.
That's
Or
crazy.
an instrumented surrogate to get the actual forces and accelerations that the occupant feels. And then we go and basically say, hey, you guys are all bullshit when we go as expert witnesses in court. But it goes beyond just, that Walmart, but like we do everything, car crashes, like we jumped a Tesla. We've done a lot of interesting tests
to recreate all these accidents.
Yeah.
So what advice do you have to people who, are either getting into an accident or just from your experience, like what's some lessons learned from that?
From my experience, the number one thing is don't bullshit.
Yeah.
Because the lawyers will very much tell you to go to a very certain doctor, and the doctor will write you up a bunch of crazy stuff that's not actually true, and you'll just end up out of money, most likely, and crazy high medical bills and stuff like that. So if you're hurt, cool, you're hurt. If you're not truly hurt, do not try to bullcrap it, because we will literally find out.
So having an engineering degree, do you use your technical expertise in the job?
Yeah, all the time, because just trying to rebuild it and make it make sense and try to understand how the accident happened. Because sometimes they're just really weird. We had one with a Kubota decapitated somebody, and
Good Lord.
and we spent forever trying to figure out how exactly he managed to decapitate himself.
What advice do you have for managing teams, delegating tasks?
I would say the best advice is be a subservient manager.
Yep.
Ask what your guys need, because ultimately their performance is on you. And at least with our company and other companies I worked for, the metrics and KPIs are based on how well your guys do. And so if you're able to provide everything that they need to do their job well, then in a sense you do your job well. And try your best not to micromanage. Micromanaging never works too well. Like if they're doing bad, sure, that's one thing, but just be a subservient leader.
You've taken this to Europe, and funny enough, one of my past guests, Ben Chenoy, who owns DNA Auto House, he actually saw you when you were in Europe.
Yeah, twice.
Tell me, tell me about that trip and how that came about.
It's been a bucket list trip for me since 2022.
2022.
I went there and I rented, you know, just whatever, Golf, and then I rented this race car, this M4 GT4 race car to go around the Nürburgring.
Yeah.
When I went back and I started looking at how much it cost me to do that and rent the race car to do some laps, it cost almost as much as it would be to ship your own car there to do it. So I was like, you know what? Next time I'm going to ship my car there and do it, but stay there for like a month.
Yeah.
So I shipped the car from Houston, or Galveston to be exact, to the UK, and then drove through 11 countries and a little over 5,000 miles, doing
crazy.
various things throughout each. And what I didn't know is that my car was so rare that on lots of forums, car spotting forums, people were tracking where I was going. And so there'd be people on the highway on like overpasses with their cameras waiting on me to pass through.
Because they had tracked you, they knew where you were going to be.
Yep.
That's insane.
Yep.
That's wild.
And so that part was pretty cool. While I was there, I did a video with Misha, which I guess came out recently.
Yep.
Where we went around the Nürburgring, and that was a whole ordeal. I just finished doing Spa, which is where I met your friend.
That's right.
And I had the full ACR, or the full wing and everything set up for that, and so it was a lot of fun. And the Nürburgring is only 60 miles away. And so I asked Misha, I was like, hey, like, you want to drive my car around the track? And he's like, sure. And so we show up there, he puts all the cameras, super nice guy, super nice. We get up to the entrance, and the marshal comes over, looks at me, looks at him, and it's just like, nope, you cannot have this car on the track, the wing's too wide.
Wow.
And so we were just like, it's not, and we kept going back and forth. Meanwhile, GT3s, GT3 RSs, stuff like that were going.
All the Porsches have the wings.
And then I remember asking, I was like, hey, what about those? And the old guy goes, oh, that's a Porsche. It's okay. So I was like, man, whatever.
He was hating on the American
He was straight
cars.
hating on American
But it
cars.
could also, some could argue, it could also help you with the downforce and safety-wise of your car, you know, having the wing on, too.
Yes.
You know?
So I set the car up specifically with the whole aero in mind.
Yeah.
And so when you take the rear wing off, but you leave all the front splitter and stuff on, it creates the front end is very stable, but the rear end is very loose.
Yeah.
Which is a very scary experience. The ride was so terrible, going around corners. It was extremely unsafe. Like, it just wanted to kill you over and over again. Every corner, you couldn't accelerate, you couldn't brake, you couldn't go around any corners.
That's wild.
And even with the giant 355 with tires, it just was not enough to counteract the gigantic wing that's on the back.
That's crazy.
Then went to the Swiss Alps, ran into a group of Ferrari. Well, I went there twice. The first one was the Italian part of the Alps, the Stelvio Pass, and which a friend of mine that is stationed in Germany went out with us for that. And I remember doing like 115 miles an hour, or a little over 170 kilometers.
Okay.
And I passed the cop, and he just gave me a thumbs up. So,
okay. So lesson learned.
Yeah.
If you don't want to get pulled over in Italy, just ship your Viper to Italy, and you'll be good to go. Not pulled over. Nice.
However, the last thing is I extended it one day for CarWow. CarWow, while I was in Switzerland, messaged me on Instagram asking me if my car can go on their channel. And I was like, sure. So I extended my stay for another couple of days. When I got back to the UK, drove up to where they do their shoot. Super nice guys.
Yeah.
Super, super nice.
You met Matt?
Yep, they paid for everything. And I raced an 850 horsepower supercharged Mustang.
That's a cool video.
Yeah. Which the video's on CarWow if you want to go check that out. So I'm going back there.
Nice.
I'm going back there in 27. So I run a rally company called Diamondback Rallies, and we are setting up a rally for Europe next year, and so it's like 7 countries, 2,500 miles. It's going to be epic. Staying at 4 or 5-star hotels, track day at the Nürburgring, dinners accompanied, and the cost, if you go online and go look, covers shipping your car over there, all the insurances that you need. So all you have to do is just fly you and your buddy there, and your car will be waiting for you, and yeah, everything will be taken care of. It's limited to 20 cars.
Okay.
So it's first come, first serve.
Nice. If you guys are interested in doing a Euro trip, having your car in Europe, message Clayton. What's your Instagram?
My Instagram is Clayton_V10.
Your Viper's got millions of views online. You mentioned the Car Wow video. I think there was also like a 1320 racing one, and there was a Hoonigans, right? How did you get on those videos?
The 1320 videos, basically one of my good friends up in Wisconsin is really cool with the 1320 guys, and so during Texas 2K a few years back, they went to do a ride along with us with Mark Root.
Yeah.
And so they thought to make a really cool video to have me on my, at the time, like a 250, 300 shot of nitrous, race this 1991 DSM.
Jeez.
And of course, yes, it blew the doors off my car. So that was pretty fun. But yeah, like 1320 videos. That was like the start of this car being in random videos. After that was Hoonigan, which was just right place, right time. A buddy asked me in 2022. A buddy asked me if I knew anybody who had a really fast pickup truck, and I'm like, no, but why? And he explained that he was talking to the director of Hoonigan at the time, and they're trying to make videos for this versus that. And so I was like, oh, well, I have a Viper with nitrous, so
with nitrous.
Yeah, so let me know if you need me to be out there. I'll definitely come. And literally a week later, the I guess the director or the producer messaged me, sent me an email asking me if I wanted to come out to California to go do that, and that they'll basically pay for everything. But I like to share experiences with people. So like while I was over there, kids came by my car, and I was like, oh, you can sit in it, you can rev it, all this kind of stuff. And watching their face like light up,
right,
just made my day. Showing people experiences like that, that's what I enjoy doing more than anything else.
Yeah, I like that.